We did it. Our final day together. So let's dive in. Just so great to see you. Let's do it. And I think you all know the song that we're going to play to open our hearts, clear our energy field, and truly call in the light. I think you can.
At times I feel like running. At times I feel like hiding low. Oh, I just wanna feel something that makes me feel at home. Down in the depths, when I've got nothing left, hear a voice calling out in my soul. This heart of gold is who you are. This loving soul that's come so far. Through highs and lows and battle scars, you found me walking through the dark. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Now you know that you're this heart of gold. You're this heart of gold. At times I feel like dying, 'cause I don't wanna feel at all. These rivers run down my eyelids and fall. Pain is a way that you reach out to me when I can't hear the voice of my soul. This heart of gold is who you are. This loving soul that's come so far. Through highs and lows and battle scars, you found me walking through the dark. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Now you know that you're this heart of gold. You're this heart of gold. Oh, oh, oh. You're this heart of gold. Yeah, you're this heart of gold.
Righty. Let's dive into this final day together in service to really being a beautiful springboard into the rest of our life. And I do absolutely adore that pun, right? We do have the rest of our life to keep playing and enjoying this life, and maybe supporting ourselves in doing that fully through a morning practice. And it is my experience that a morning practice really helps me live this life through the rest, the relaxation, the letting go of my humanness. So it is my soul, my authentic self, my heart of gold that's doing all the heavy lifting, that's really doing and manifesting this life for me. So we're going to have just some time to play and put it together. We have time to reflect what works for you. I hope I've communicated this enough. This is about play. Just as a child runs onto the playground every day like new, what if we gave ourselves permission to just play, to experiment? No right, no wrong, just what is our heart guiding us into? Let's just keep playing. So I did want to anchor two things that I found incredibly helpful as we consider all that we've experienced in these beautiful 17 days together in service to you creating your own morning practice. And the first one is physical anchors. Um, we're all going to wake up some mornings and not feel like $1,000,000. And for me, my physical anchors have been a really beautiful catalyst, a really beautiful like ignition. So my journal, number one, right? I kind of like, oh yeah, there's my journal. Oh, that's right. When I wake up, I do my morning practice. My chair, coffee. Coffee has become synonymous now with my morning practice. I think this song may now also be a beautiful physical anchor for me. But as we have some silence this morning, just are there any physical anchors, either the physical space or just physical things that help you connect, dive into your morning practice? And an invisible light switch. I have shared about my invisible light switch, which is really just this kind of awareness of hi, a hug, and love. Um, when I wake up, it's what I do. It's like it's just as if my best friend walked into the room. It's like, oh hi, there you are. Hello. I love you. Connect. It's such an energetic thing that it's very hard for me to put into words, but it is, I kind of remind or connect into it with a hi. It's like, hi God, hi love, hi me. And I do this beautiful connection thing and I hug myself. I love myself. That's the first thing that I do. It may be as simple as a light, right? Light, like turning on that light switch. Or it could be something else that really ignites that for you. But I can't encourage us all as we're diving into this to think about a minimum viable practice. Take it down. Whatever you think so small that it's almost feels impossible to do it, set that as your morning practice. If you do that, you're going to overflow, explode into more. But can you really take it down to just a very small minimum practice that you can do so much more with over time? But that really gives us the opportunity to feel like we're doing it, and the momentum will build that way. So we're going to have at least 5 minutes right now, either just to be silent, present, to really connect to the gift, that more consciously and in an embodied way, experiencing that God, that love, that source that we are, to then be that's in the driver's seat for the rest of our day. We're just going to have some time to be aware of what works for us. And I've just put down the key aspects that we've played with over these last 17 days. So they may support you going, oh yeah, like just dancing to one song, that was really great. Or whatever it is. The 5 minutes of silence as we just expand, reflect, and play. So, of course, you have the rest of your life to keep playing with this and creating that is the springboard into your day. And so to wrap, just for a minute, at least 17 seconds, there is some science that we can either believe or not believe, but there is some science about holding in the inner experience, the frequency of something that we're allowing into our life, that there is something that happens neurologically at 17 seconds. So let's just all see ourselves in our morning practice showing up and experiencing heaven abundantly, exactly what we want and beyond. So just receive that for 17 seconds, see it, feel it, allow the frequency. So to complete, let's all receive a clear intention, grounded in the frequency, in the experience that we would like most. And there are so many different words we could use here. Consider that they're all going to serve. So just play. As I was putting this together, I just let whatever came forward. And so my intention, I'm starting my day in love with me. I'm in love with me and all of life. I'm playing in my morning practice as I effortlessly allow the clarity, courage, and consistent action for adoring and enjoying my life. So we'll have just a minute. Is there a clear intention that you want to write down? Anchor, feel, experience. Minute of silence. Righty. So again, you have the rest of today, the rest of your life to really receive that clear intention. And it can be powerful to write that down, maybe put that up for a little bit. Just really continue to pour energy into that as you more fully ground this practice as a habit, as something that pulls you into it rather than kind of you having to push yourself into it. And I did want to finish with this sentiment uh, because I will just first vulnerably say that I really did create this 17-day experience for me. I really fell out of my morning practice when I was in Australia in such an intense, traumatic serving my brother situation. And I was finding it hard to get back into it when I got back. And there is no better way to really serve yourself in something that you know that works than sharing it with others. And it's been such a profound experience for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Alrighty, this beautiful sentiment to complete. When we give ourselves what we need, the rest of the world gives it freely. So if you are waiting, wanting, wishing for someone to give you what you need the most, to see you, to love you, to appreciate you, to recognize you, stop waiting and give that to yourself. Everyone around you will follow your lead in time. And maybe that is one of the biggest blessings of my morning practice, really giving myself that permission, but also the recognition, the love, the love inside out, so that it's full, so that I'm living this life and my cup is overflowing. It's full and it's overflowing. I love you all. See you soon.